electronics, this is probably the main unit that you think of, either your computer or your television. What I love about this, and you are as well, because it's already a customer pick on hsn.com, is what you're looking at is an HP all-in-one. So it does everything. It does what you want to do on your computer, whether it's for work or for school or for entertainment, whether you are gaming, maybe you're watching your entertainment on your HP. This is full high definition on this about 24-inch touch screen. So you can interact with this in a way that you couldn't really interact with your regular television, let's just say, you know, in your home. This also has your AMD Athlon Gold. So if you are into gaming, into video, you're gonna really see the difference in the quality of the video that you're getting. You've got a solid state drive here, 256 gigabyte solid state drive, which means it's faster, it's lighter weight. I'll tell you, there's so much to love about this. One of my favorite things, and it's a simple thing, is this privacy feature right here. This is a camera that, you know, most of us, we've been kind of living by cameras, whether it is Zooming or Teams or whatever the case is with your work, with your friends. You've needed a camera. You've got a great camera here, but when you're not using it, and if you wanna make sure to keep your privacy private in your home, when you're not using it, you pop it down. So no worries about somebody being able to access your camera when you're not there. That's that. There's so much that you're gonna fall in love with. All you do today is choose whether you want it in white, and if you get the white, it'll have the white keyboard and the white mouse, wireless, both. Or if you get the black, it'll have the black keyboard and the black mouse, wireless. Free shipping. We did take about $20 off of our regular price. You have a customer pick status, and Aaron Berger is joining us to give us all of the details on our brand new all-in-one desktop. Aaron, hi.
Hi, Tamara. It is such a fun computer to sell. You know, nobody ever got their computer home and said, I wish I had a smaller screen.
Right.
I wish my computer was more difficult to sell. This is 24 inches, so it's 2 feet of full high definition. That means 1080p, the highest we've ever done in any HP. I want to show you from the beginning. This is a bit of a brief presentation. I want to show you from the beginning. When we say all-in-one, what we mean is this is the full shoot and match. So you might be able to see, so there's the cord, that's a power cord. You plug that into the wall. That's the only setup involved here. This is the tower, this is the power, this is the graphics processor, this is the central processor, this is the screen, this is everything. There's no other component. There's a wireless keyboard that comes along, and there's a wireless mouse that comes along. If you're choosing white, by the way, your wireless keyboard and your wireless mouse will be white. If you're choosing black, your wireless keyboard and your wireless mouse will be black. On the back here, I'll just go ahead and show you. This is where you plug, if you need any externals. So there's 4 USB ports. One of these has the little dongle plugged into it already. That's what lets you use your mouse and lets you use your keyboard. There's an HDMI port for sending high definition video and high definition audio, an Ethernet port if you want to plug any sort of networking in. Of course, Wi-Fi is built in. Of course, Bluetooth is built in. What you probably don't suspect is this is built in as well. There's an optical drive, which is really uncommon. Maybe, I think less than 20% now of computers, new computers in the US, have an optical drive built in. Your new computer has an optical drive built in. It also has the most RAM we've ever done on an all-in-one. I'll talk more about that in a minute. The largest solid state drive we've ever done on an all-in-one. I'll talk about that in a minute. Athlon Gold processing. So what that means, the AMD processor is really built for anyone who loves video, who loves graphics, who loves gaming. You can see right there, live streaming HSN. You could be live streaming Netflix. Actually, I have Netflix open as well. You could be live streaming Netflix or Hulu or any of your favorite shows really simply, really easily, really quickly. I think I've got it over here somewhere. And there just isn't any pausing, thanks to the solid state drive and thanks to the Athlon Gold processor. Tamara pointed out that there is a camera and that the camera, look at it hides. So when you're not using it, super duper safe. you just tuck it away. Even if, God forbid someone was able to get into your computer, all they'd be able to see is the back of a piece of plastic. So Tamara, from nuts to bolts, from taking up less room, looking better in your office, looking better in your living room. Maybe this is the family computer that people use all of the time. Anyone who's home for work or home for school, having a bigger screen is such a kick. It makes using your computer so much more fun.
It really does. And the thing is, we love our phones, but they're about this big, right? The size of our hand.
Right.
We love our tablets, and there's a time and a place for a tablet. But when it's about the computer, when you're gonna sit down and do some work, or sit down and do some research, or whatever the case is, it's so much more comfortable to sit in front of a screen like this, to be able, look at this, to interact with the screen like this. If I wanted to pinch and zoom because I couldn't see that, look, now I can see, and it's as simple as that. This really allows you to compute the way you want to. And I love, as Aaron was saying, this would be great in a home office or a living room, because for a lot of us, the kids came back home, or the kids kind of overtook your home office. So what used to be a dedicated space is no longer there for you. So this is gonna be something that has to sit out. Maybe it sits in the kitchen, on the desk in the kitchen. It doesn't take up a lot of space because it's just one piece and a keyboard, one plug in, and that's it. Easy to use because you already know how to pinch and zoom. You already know how to do those kinds of things. You're just now doing it on a faster, a quieter, a lighter weight, a more powerful, a better looking, better sounding computer than what you've done in the past. Not only are you getting the computer, you're also getting some extra software that comes right along with. So you have a great value overall with this. We are gonna jump in and give you some more information on your computer, because if you have been looking for a great all-in-one, sometimes it can get a little bit confusing. How do I know what's good? How do I know what to look for? If it's for everybody in the family, how do I know what's gonna work for everybody? So Aaron, I know you're gonna show us some things that fit the bill.
Absolutely, I'd love to. So I think the key things about this computer, the most important things are the size of the screen. So one of the things the size of the screen does is it allows you to multitask easily. With 24 inches here, I've got hsn.com open on one side, I've got Netflix open on the other side, and you can see there's tons of space. Now, the other thing, of course, is you never need your glasses. So maybe you're on hsn.com and you're thinking, you can see that says pretty perfect, or maybe you can see that says pretty perfect, maybe you can't, but I guarantee you, now you can see, not only does it say pretty perfect, you can also say that it says free shipping on over 1,000 finds. So there's no such thing as small print. That's probably the biggest thing about this, is just the sheer size of the computer makes it such a pleasure to use. Now I'm gonna go down this list. The first thing I talked about, HP 23.8 inch, you're gonna love the size of that screen and the fact that it's a touch screen. Touch screen makes everything easier. You know how much you love to use your smartphone and you love to use your tablet, because it's simpler. And that's why, frankly, it's a customer pick on hsn.com. It's an easier computer to use. The next thing, and we have a couple videos I'd like to show you on Athlon Touch. The first one is the AMD positioning video. AMD is the company that makes the Athlon Gold processor. When you think AMD, you might not know that in so many parts of our lives, AMD is what powers the things that we see. For example, if you're ever on the Boeing Dreamliner, the graphics are powered by AMD, the graphics that the pilots see.
Wow.
When you're lucky enough to be in New York and you walk into Times Square and you go, oh my God, I can't believe everything that's moving around me. AMD powers all of those graphics. When you think about playing games like Xbox or PlayStation, AMD powers the Xbox and powers the PlayStation. They're the chip that powers those standalone gaming stations. And sort of why we mention those things is you think, if it can do that, then when you're on Facebook, or when you're on Instagram, or when you're watching a movie on Netflix, it's just no big deal. Everything is so fast and so smooth. It is really the company that sets a gold standard for graphics and for gaming. Something else that it does, and there's a video that we'll show you right after I describe this, it's about the accelerated processing unit. Inside this computer, only AMD does this, so it's key. Most computers have a central processor and a graphics processor, and there's 3 steps from when they think about something to when they actually get it on the screen. Inside this computer, they're interlaced. So it has what's called an accelerated processing unit. You'll see this in a little video run now. The accelerated processing unit makes your computer faster It makes your computer more efficient. And again, I talk about AMD being the chip maker that gaming programs, for example, look to power their units. It's because they have this technology that nobody else uses, this accelerated processing technology. Again, it's faster, it's accelerated, you have a better performance, you have smoother gaming, you have smoother graphics. So that's all thanks to the AMD Gold that's built in. The next thing I'll mention is 8 gigs of RAM, the most RAM we've ever done on any all-in-one computer at HSN. RAM is really important for multitasking. So you see here, I have hsn.com up, I have YouTube, I have Facebook, I have the Microsoft Store where you can download movies and music and games and apps and all kinds of great stuff. I have the Solitaire collection up. Oh, I'm even playing around over here on PowerPoint, because you can download PowerPoint, Word, Excel, all your Microsoft Office programs. I'm doing, you guys see that? Like some 3D imaging with your finger. That's the kind of power we're talking about. And you notice I'm able to run all of these at the same time without slowing any one program down. That's thanks to all the RAM. So RAM does 2 things. 1, makes your computer multitask quickly. And 2, it's faster on the internet. Why? Because no matter how fast your internet speed is, when that information comes into the computer, it comes in like a fire hose. It's a lot of information that's coming in. RAM helps to sort it, keep it more organized, and then get it to the screen. So that's why this computer is faster online. So we've talked about the size of the screen, the AMD processor, Gold processor. We talked about 8 gigs of RAM. I'm going to let Tamara give you guys an update. I've still got the solid state drive to tell you about, which is maybe the biggest technological advance overall in the computer.
For sure. Okay, so let me tell you real quick, because the only choice you're making today is whether you want it in white or in black, because I know if you've been looking for a computer, you're saying, well, that's everything that I want in a computer. So either white or black. We have about, how many left? About 200 left in the white, and that's it.
Wow.
Initially we brought in over 7,000. We're down to our last 200 left in white and about 300 left in black, and then that's it. Usually when we can get a deal with a great price like this on such a great computer, we can't bring in 10 and 20 and 30,000 of them. But we were able to bring in some. Most of them are gone. If these are the ones that you're looking for, I want to make sure that you go ahead and make that decision now, because you can spread the payment out and use any major credit card and get these home for $146. You've got free shipping also, which makes a big deal. Now, they're not heavy. They weigh about 13 pounds, but the fact that you are getting free shipping just makes it even easier, even better. So you're not paying for shipping on that. And again, everything that you could possibly want, if you were building a computer that looked good and sounded good and was fast and easy to use and was touch screen and was big enough to see and had great graphics and great visuals, it's all right here in your brand new HP. We were scrolling some of those some of those customer pick comments down along the bottom, and not only were they great reviews, they were rave reviews on your brand new computer. So if you're near yours, you can read those reviews on hsn.com, but we're gonna go back and hear a little bit more. While you're listening, I wanna make sure you go ahead and pick yours up. So here's the item number. It's 715455.
Awesome. The one thing that we haven't really talked about from a technology point of view is the solid state drive that's built in. It's a sea change, a total difference from the previous type of storage. So in previous computers, you would see a hard disk drive, and a hard disk drive was a mechanical component that actually spun, that actually moved. So when you were searching for information or storing information or copying and pasting or anything you were doing where you were moving information or retrieving or storing information, it had to move. Well, movement equals friction. Friction equals heat. So that made your computer hot. So not only was your computer hot to the touch, there had to be a fan inside to cool it down. And that fan made a lot of noise, and it slowed your computer down. And for example, on laptops, it is tough on the battery life. There's nothing good about it, really. Every time the drive starts, it has to beat inertia. It has to go from still to moving. That's all gone now. And in its place, we put in a solid state drive. There's no moving parts. In that video that you just saw, I want to show you guys that video again. Oh, there's an HP, really nice HP printer you guys see there on your screens. Well, I'll just point it out to you if you're looking for an HP makeover. I love that HP Envy. The solid state drive, we have a little video right now that shows you the advantages of having a solid state drive. It's lighter, it's quieter, and it's faster. Lighter, quieter, faster. Faster boot up on your computer. Your applications load more quickly. Better battery life when you have a laptop computer. There are no moving parts, so it's more durable, and the computer's quieter. And look at this. Watch this screen for a minute. You see the left side of the screen is the solid state drive. The right side is the hard disk drive. Whether it's startup, whether it's shut down, whether it's opening applications, whether it's multitasking, you see how much more quickly, again, no matter what I do. If I hop into, oops, I'm just gonna close that. If I hop into PowerPoint and I'm doing a little bit of three-dimensional movement or three-dimensional editing, it's instant. If I hop into, there's YouTube, whether I'm full screen, whether I'm pinching, whether I'm zooming, if I hop onto hsn.com, or one of my favorite places, there's hsn.com, look, pinching and zooming. If I go to the Microsoft Store, in the Microsoft Store, you see how quickly I'm moving from one thing to another. And Tamara, as quick as I talk, which is pretty darn fast, I'll admit it. The computer is, I'm never waiting.